Now, WFXR News first at 10.
Tonight, first at 10, we are continuing to deal with frigid temperatures and icy conditions, and state police are tallying up the crashes on our slippery roads, what they're telling the community. That cold weather wrapping up and down the coast as far south as Florida. We're checking out the impacts of a bomb cyclone. Plus, a 5-year-old back home in Minnesota after being put in a Texas detention center alongside his father. What happened and how Homeland Security is responding to criticism. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. First at 10, I'm Rhian Lowndes. We are going to kick things off back in our Pinpoint Weather Center again tonight. Meteorologist Brandon Lashbrook tracking some warmer temperatures, but it's still some bitter lows in there, Brandon.
Hey Rhian, yeah, tonight's going to be another very cold night as we begin our Monday morning. If you're out the door early in the morning, make sure you're wearing multiple layers. It will be very cold out there right now. We're sitting at 18 in Roanoke, but with the winds, it feels like 4. Wind chill -4 in Floyd, -3 in Gay Locks, -11 right now in Wytheville, and -14 up in Hot Springs. So those winds, while they're not going to be as gusty as they were earlier today, but even a slight breeze still out there tonight will make those wind chills feel as low as -10 across the mountains. So a cold weather advisory will be in effect through tomorrow morning west of the Blue Ridge. So tomorrow afternoon, we're back in the mid-30s, so above freezing. Then the warming trend takes place by Tuesday. We'll be in the lower 40s for some, with Wednesday morning there at 30 degrees as well. But we are watching for the chance, Rhian, for maybe some rain, maybe some snow back in the forecast for some of us as we go into midweek. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on.
All right, thanks, Brandon. We'll check back in. And a reminder in this icy weather to clear your car of snow and ice. Lots of folks still driving around with a sheet of it on top of their car. Well, this happened this morning in Spotsylvania County. Virginia State Police say ice flew off the roof of one vehicle into the windshield of this box truck, shattering the glass and causing the truck driver to crash. That driver is okay, but VSB says it's a reminder to take a few extra minutes to clean the snow away. Virginia State Police have responded to more than 300 crashes statewide during this weekend's winter storm, including 76 in the Western Virginia and Roanoke Division. WFXR Sam Graham caught up with VSP this afternoon to recap the weekend and why our area saw more crashes than any other region statewide.
It's been a busy week for Virginia State Police. Reporting in Roanoke, Sam Graham, WFXR News.
All right, thanks, Sam. And last night we told you about a rescue in Wintergreen after multiple people slipped down a steep slope Friday, resulting in 2 of them going to the hospital. Well, no rest for the Wintergreen Fire and Rescue crews. They rescued 2 more people on Saturday. The first slipped and slid down a steep embankment, getting stuck. The second person was there trying to help them. They also got stuck. Luckily, this time there were only minor injuries. Officials say stick to paths and sidewalks and try to avoid icy areas. That ice causing trouble in Lynchburg, too, where crews had to rescue a dog that slipped down a storm drain. Someone at the West Edge apartment complex reportedly walking their small dog when it got off the leash, slipped on the ice and disappeared into the drain. Lynchburg Fire used a lasso to pull the dog up and reunited him with his owner. On the coast, a bomb cyclone leaving snow from the Gulf Coast up to New England, and snow just coming to an end this morning in Virginia Beach, but they are not quite in the clear as tidal flooding washes up against neighborhoods and tourist stretches. Ocean water there mixing with ice and snow and lapping up against restaurants on Shore Drive. And in North Carolina, some areas seeing 15 and 16 inches of snow this weekend. This video sent to us by Jack Abney, just plowing through some freshly fallen powder near Charlotte. Officials say the snowfall represented a top 5 snow event all time in the Queen City. But not all fun and games in North Carolina. Governor Josh Stein giving a briefing asking people to stay home and let Department of Transportation crews do their job. Roads down there not in good shape. Officials are asking folks to stay off the roads, saying it could take days to clear.
This is no joke. This weekend, we saw more than 1,000 collisions, including 2 fatalities, and a major traffic jam involving more than 100 vehicles on I-85.
Hundreds of flights in and out of Charlotte Douglas International Airport were canceled, but that is just a percentage of the thousands of trips all along the East Coast that never took off. We're going to have more in the next half hour about travel trouble stirred up by the bomb cyclone this weekend. But the winter weather even making an appearance in Florida. Not the weather some tourists in Tampa were expecting. Holden Scharf and Stephanie Leal were visiting from Minnesota.
It's like -10 degrees in Minnesota, so when I came here I was hoping for a change of pace, and while this is a big difference, it's still not quite what I was hoping for.
I did not come prepared to wear the layers, so I'm feeling it for sure.
The cold not just letting down tourists. Iguanas in the south of Florida are dropping out of trees, stunned by the chill. They usually wake up when temperatures warm, though many do die after more than a day of extreme cold. The cold also impacting farmers who found oranges frozen on trees in a layer of ice. The last 2 times the area got snow was flurries in January of 2010 and December of 1989. And since it is so cold outside, you want to make sure your home is cozy and in good shape. Water experts in Philadelphia sharing some tips to preserve your water pipes at home during the cold weather. Fox's Jennifer Joyce has more.
It is another very, very chilly night. And
Coming up, new SNAP work requirements went into effect today. Who qualifies?